G'day y'all, it's Colin from PCTLC and thanks for joining me. Over Christmas and the New Year's period I've been still working, had a few days off here and there, just the main public holidays, and I've been, every chance I had, was messing about with eznix's templates. I did make a cinnamon template that's been running since before Christmas using Plex. So I've been watching a lot of videos and stuff as well, chilling out. Just enjoying the festive season. I just wanted to share with you some of the things I've done with making some templates. Now, I did download the newest ISOs that eznix had put up, and I redid my PCTLC one, and I did a GNOME one as well. Let's check that out. In the templates, I did make some of my own changes, and I thought I would actually put them in a place where I could sort of, if I wanted to make like a GNOME or an XFCE, something that would is a lot easier to sort of, so I didn't have to remember what I did every time. So what I've done is this, I've created these folders with the actual name of where I want the contents to go. That's what I've done. So Etsy Calamari's branding EZarch, which is what I would do if I was to open another file here. If I was doing like a cinnamon build and I went to Etsy Calamari's branding EZarch. So what I've got in this folder is these ones here. So all I do is just rename eznix's images to .bk and then just copy and paste these over. So that's what I've done there. But with this one here, QML changes, what I did was I made, eznix had, I can't remember what number he had there originally, 100 and something I think. I changed it to 60, I was trying to move it left a bit. And this one minus 60, that was, yeah, up. So I think I brought the text up a bit on the branding of Calamari's while it's installing. And that text that eznix has got that comes up, I tried to make it a bit higher and a bit more left. And on this one here that where he's got the little tilde sign, I put /home. So that's where his scripts are, or his templates are under there. So I made that slightly bigger. I made it 0.23 instead of 0.020. I made it 0.023. Just little things like that. And also, what else have I done here? User shared backgrounds. So I've got backgrounds. All I need to do there is go to, where am I? Let's go back. User, share. And then all I have to do is copy and paste this folder into here. It's already got the backgrounds there. So that's easy enough. And then there's the user, share, EZarch scripts. Now, if we go to that one, EZarch and the scripts. eznix has got his scripts. I've got a couple of mine, and I'll show you how they work. I'll just copy and paste those into here, and I've got a README there. So we'll have a look at that. And then I've got the user share icons, which is this one here. So I'll copy and paste the zip files over, and then I'll extract it, because if you're doing it when they're already extracted, that can take a while. It's always easier to copy the zip folder over. It's a lot quicker, then you can just extract it. But these ones here need to be extracted from the folder, because it opens up. If we have a look at this one, it's got its own, it's got a folder there, and then they're inside. Oh, actually, how does that work? Is that right? It's got the two icon folders there, but one of the folders is actually named the same as the folder that it's in, which is annoying. So you got to, I think I extracted it into, if we have a look, let's go back on this one. I think I went to icons and I put it in default, and then I cut and paste them back out into the icons. Otherwise the folder's the same name and it just complains. So that's what I've done there. And also we've got user share logos. So I've got some logos that you can use on the login screen, the Light DM login screen. You put logos there for that if you want. You can do that, and it's just under user share logos. So just copy and paste those images over under logos there. And what I'd probably best to do is just make a folder called logos and then just copy and paste that straight in there rather than having to open up two folders. So I'll probably change that as well. And also the same deal with the themes. This is all on my share folder for Virtualbox. This is actually on the Virtualbox running system. That's to create the Cinnamon ISO. And then I've got, if we go back to here, if we right click and open that with mousepad, I've got some notes here. This file already had Papyrus icon theme, which eznix already had in, but I think I deleted the original and just kept it with mine, just so I know what I was putting in. And all of this gets copied and pasted into the packages folder here. So if I open that with mousepad, and there it is there, all my stuff that I want. That way I can keep track of what packages I'm actually putting in. I was putting them under, file system or multimedia and all that, but it's very hard to keep track of the stuff that I put in or the packages that I put in. Very hard to keep track of. So I just put it under PCTLC. So that's what I did there. And then SDDM, I made Light DM instead. I did GDM with Gnome. So I just got a couple little notes there just in case I need them. And then the README file for profile def and steps.sh. So for Bluetooth, I just copy and paste these things in. Profile def.sh, change the ISO name and the label, which is what I did. And then steps.sh, I changed the locale there, the host name, and then I can copy and paste these things in the appropriate areas. And I just can change that to GDM or Light DM. So I've got GDM there and Light DM as well. So I copy one of those, not both, just one, whichever one I want. And then I copy these links for Bluetooth as well. And that's in the steps.sh under there. So I copy one into here. Got the Light DM there, Light DM there, and the Bluetooth down the bottom here. So there's another Bluetooth one here. As you can see, it's got these brackets. These are links. So if we have another look at my one, there's one with the bracket for the Bluetooth and then the links for the Bluetooth. So that's what I've done so far, and that's how I'm creating them. So everything's kept on the shared folder, and then I can copy and paste into whichever template I'm working with. So I don't have to sort of keep remembering how it's done. I've sort of made up my own little process here. So the folder is the name of where everything's going, and then that's easy to remember. So that's what I've done with that. So let's shut this one down because this is my working distro there, which is the EZarch XFCE. If we have a look there, that's the one I was running, EZarch XFCE, and I've named it for the ISO. So that's where I'm creating my ISOs. And all I have to do is, once the ISO's created into the out folder, I just copy and paste it into my shared folder, which is home and share. This is the one I'm sharing with Virtualbox, and just copy and paste it into here. So there's my Cinnamon and there's my EZarch Gnome. So that's how I'm doing that. So now what I've got here is the Gnome one that I created. So I wanted to start this up and install it on Virtualbox. So let's do that, and let's have a bit of a look at the things that I've done. Let's boot. Oh, it's got the EFI shell. Okay, so this is another problem I was having. Let's just shut that down, close that. So there's a problem with the EFI shell. So what I do there is just go to the reboot into firmware, and then I go down to boot maintenance repair, boot from file, and then I choose the Arch ISO EFI, that one there. And then I go to EFI, boot EFI, and then we get the boot up grub screen there. So we can just choose EZarch there. So that's a bit of a workaround for that. And I don't know if the other bug is going to show here, but there was some random text on the Gnome Display Manager. After I enter live, there's just this bunch of text come up on the screen. So this is an old ISO I made that's got the light DM with the Gnome desktop. So I can't show you that. I think I changed it because I was trying to figure out what was going on with that. But apparently, if we full screen that, let's have a quick look. Let's go to the folders. Let's see if that little file is in there. There on computer, Etsy. First, I don't know for the life of me why folders are not sorted before files. Why do we have to keep clicking that on a fresh install? There was a little folder called, now it may not be in here. There it is, mot D. This file here, now let's open that up. Select application, text editor. Yep, select that. All this text here was showing under the password box. Once you put your password in and pressed enter on the Gnome Display Manager, all this text was showing up under there, and it took a lot longer to boot into the desktop, probably because of that text, which was really weird. So what I did was I deleted that file, and that fixed it. So this one's still got the light DM display manager there, window manager, whatever it's called. I just went with that. I need to spin up another ISO, so I have to do that. But for now, we'll just use this one, and we shall go to install, and that's install the system. Live, it's the password. I have changed the background color slightly to something a bit lighter, but not dark and not too bright. That's the way I wanted it. And I've got the PCTLC logo up there. So I put a black background on that logo, on the computer screen there. So the PCTLC brand stands out a bit better. So let's go next. It'll select all these automatically because that's the way I spun up the ISO. So Australia Perth, and then you'll see it change to English Australia default. And let's just do an erase disk. Swap. I'll give that a miss for now. And we got the choice of ButterFS. Eznix decided to put ButterFS in there. Not that I'm going to go with that at the moment. I'm happy to use ext4 right now. Tried and true. And I'll just put in my details here. Let's just go with PCTLC. And we'll log in with that. We'll use that. And we'll just put in a password. I'm not going to go too fancy here. And that's pretty much it. Don't want to choose any of these. And I shall use the same password for the administrator account. Let's click next. And I think on my older ones that I was spinning up, especially the one that I installed on the one that's running Plex, or that's serving the Plex player anyway, or the Plex server, that had the information twice. So this one's been fixed. So there's been a couple of fixes and then a couple of regressions by the looks of it with Arch. So that's the problem with Arch. That's sometimes a reason why I don't want to use Arch, because things just keep changing and moving so quickly. I don't know how eznix keeps up with it. But let's just do that. Let's install that. Install now. Now, if we have a look at this, this is not stretched anymore. So I resized this picture. So even when it's not full screen, the text doesn't look like it's been stretched or anything like that. It's not distorted in any way, so it does look a lot better. So I'm happy with that. Even if I put it full screen it still looks good. And I'd sort of, this text was down here somewhere and more to the right. So I've sort of, I don't know if I've moved it over or not. I think I have. I'm not sure. Maybe it hasn't. It doesn't look like it's moved over too much to me, but let's just have, now this one here I made bigger. Look inside the home /EZarch folder for documentation. So eznix had the little tilde sign. I've changed that to home. So that's what I've done with that. But that's the only one I made bigger because I thought that information was better to be a little bit more apparent or more in your face because he does have the scripts and the templates in that folder. So I thought it was better off to give that a slightly bit more attention to the people who are, if anyone is installing this. So I thought that was worthwhile. The rest is pretty much how eznix had it. So what I'll do is I'll come back when the install is complete. Shouldn't take that long, I wouldn't think. Okay, so we are done already. This install, I think eznix changed the compression or whatever he did. This thing just boots up quick and installs fast. It's just lightning fast. Just incredible. So let's restart now and let's go done. Or should I shut down? Actually, what I'll do is I'll shut down because that's better. I just want to make sure that yep, it's power off. All right, just make sure that the ISO has been ejected, which it's not. So that's why I shut down. So now it's been ejected. And let's start up my GNOME install. There we go, Arch Linux. And we'll put in my password. Yeah, I'm putting the live password in. And here we are in the desktop of my GNOME ISO based on Arch Linux. Not much to look at here except for probably what I've got installed, but I think I've shown you that already on another video, I think. I'm pretty sure I did a Cinnamon one and made a video about it. But let's just have a quick look. Thunderbird, Telegram, VLC I think was already in the package list from eznix, I believe. And so was Simple Screen Recorder, but I've installed Signal. I think MPV Player may have already been there. I installed the LibreOffice. And there's all the LibreOffice there. KeyPass XC. Handbrake was already there. I installed GIMP. FileZilla was already there. Xfelso comes in with Quadlibet, I think it is. I think I installed celluloid. I'm not having a good time with celluloid on my PopOS at the moment. It crashes my whole system. Just opening a video. It crashes my whole system. I don't know what's going on there. Audacity I installed. And that's pretty much it, I think. Okay, so what we're going to do first off, the very first thing we're going to do is home EZarch scripts, which is what it says on that text message within the installer. PCTLC README, we're going to open that. What did that open with? I'd rather a normal text, not Geary. Just give me a normal text editor. Text editor, that's the one. Select that. Okay. So what I've done with this file here is it says first navigate to your home folder, right click in space and select open in terminal. So we're going to go to home, right click in space and open in terminal. So that's what we're going to do. Use this file to copy and paste commands into the terminal. The reason for the .sh scripts to be copied to home is that Plex needs to be run without root to be built from the AUR. So I decided to copy all active scripts to home. So that's the reason why I've done that. Because of the Plex getting made. And that's only a personal thing for me. And that's the reason why I've done it. And I just put there the hashtag symbol are comments only, not commands. Do not copy into terminal. So you don't copy that one. It's just a message to tell you what this is for. So we're going to copy and paste the following into terminal to make files executable. So I'll just click 3 times on that and copy and paste. We're going to make those files executable. password. Okay, so we've done that. So all the files in the EZarch, let's just open up another window here. So all the files in here have now been made executable just by running that command. And then we're going to copy all those to home. So I'll copy that and paste. Enter. And you can see that now they're being put into the home folder. Just 2 of them. I've only done the 2. And then you can run the flatpak and -plex -install if you want. But what I'm going to do first is run the ezmaint, the ezmaint that eznix has provided. So we're going to do that. And that's what we're going to do first is, what are we going to do first? We're going to run, what do we got? Failed systemd services, check journal logs, clean up journal space, run system update, reset all Pacman keys. No, number 8, I want to regenerate the mirror list. So that's what I'm going to do first using the ezmaint application. Now this thing here is what I've made my install list with by modifying the file that eznix used for this. So it wasn't my idea, it was eznix's idea. I just built upon it and just learning some stuff, and it's really cool because I like using the especially if you're on Arch, you can just press a number or a letter. It makes everything easy instead of typing everything out, because typing it once is painful. So we're going to wait for this to do the mirrors, and then we'll do an update. That's the whole reason why I'm doing the mirrors first. Just makes the update go a little bit quicker. Mirror list is regenerated. Now we'll do just make that a little bit bigger. Sorry about that. Enter my choice. I'm going to number 4, run system update. So that's what I'm going to do. And I don't think that worked. Full system upgrade finished. Interesting. Let's exit that. And let's exit that. All right, so let's open terminal. I can't believe that the upgrade's finished already. Sudo pacman -S yu. Let's try that. Unable to lock database. I think maybe something is already accessing the database, I think. Although I didn't think there'd be anything in here doing that. Let's try that again. All right, I'm going to shut this down for a sec, or log out. I might just actually log out. Let's log out of the system, log back in. Something's just not functioning right there. Okay, let's try that again. Open in terminal, up arrow to that one there, password, and number 4, run system update. Right, okay, unable to lock database. All right, I'm going to do a complete restart. All right, so it looks like just doing a quick web search there. I have to remove -F, I suppose, var lib pacman db.lck. And now we can try that again. Let's run the ezmaint. Let's do that. Let's do it the way I originally intended. Let's run a system update. And there we go. I've had to do that before, but I couldn't remember. I had to look that up. But I don't know why the database was locked. Did he have something in the menu that was for that? I don't know. I didn't look. Maybe he has. Maybe I should have looked at eznix's menu. I was just getting a bit frustrated. Okay, so we've got some updates there. Let's run those first. Let's do that. It looks like the mirror regeneration didn't work too well. It's a bit slow. I will come back when the update is complete. Alright, I've cancelled that update. I'm going to regenerate the mirror list again because it just doesn't seem to be working. It's very slow. If it doesn't regenerate it properly, for me, maybe I'm too far away, but geez, these updates can just take forever. Maybe running this is what locked the database in the first place, maybe. But it's not unusual to get all these warnings and unreachable websites and stuff. Failed to rate. Okay, so let's try running a system update again. And let's try that again. Seems to be running a little bit faster, so we'll go with that and see what happens. I'll pause the video and then come back when it's finished. All right, I'm going to be a bit crazy here. I'm going to cancel this. I'm going to cancel that as well. I'm going to exit that. Let's exit that. I'm going to enable parallel downloads. That's what I'm going to do. So sudo nano etc what is it? pacman.conf. Let's see, is parallel downloads in here at all? Oh, there it is, 3. Oh, it's already set to 3. Didn't appear to be that parallel downloads to be working at all. Let's go higher. I don't know if higher works any better. I don't know. Try it. Run system update, number 4. Let's do it again. See how we go there. See if we can blow it up. See how we go. Let's go yes on that. Let's see if that's any faster. Much quicker. I'm going to pause and come back when something exciting happens. See, things are getting a little bit more exciting now. This Linux, I think this is a kernel here, starting to go up now. It was only like 2030 before. It's starting to rise up a little bit quicker. I think I remember eznix said that 5 doesn't work well for him. Just thought I'd try it anyway. Get a little bit impatient when it comes to updating. I shouldn't do really because it's nothing compared to Windows. I have to say these Linux, anything with a Linux kernel or something, when it comes to me, whenever I've got these kernels, they always seem to be very slow to download. That's my my slowest area of downloads is any Linux kernel. For some reason, they just seem to be really, really slow. Okay, so that's the full system upgrade done. Let's exit that. Exit that. Now what we can do is go to extensions and we can turn on user themes. Let's turn that on. That's done. So we'll go to tweaks and it tells you that extensions has moved. Yep, to Gnome extensions, yes, okay. Appearance, applications, Quagga Win Dark, icons. Let's just go for Papyrus Dark at the moment. And the shell will go for Quagga Dark. And there we go. Shell's changed. And if we go to our folders, it's changed to Quagga, no problem. Background, let's change the, oops, wrong one. Change background. Add picture, I suppose we could do it that way and go to other locations, computer, user, share backgrounds. And we could choose whichever one we like. I'll choose this one for starters. What have we got there? Reflect, Plasma Storm, Arch. Let's try that one for now. Let's choose that, and there we go. It's done. We could also try Light DM settings, password. For that, we'll choose Quagga Win Dark, or maybe just Quagga Dark. Icons, Papyrus Dark. Image, let's choose, let's not use the user wallpaper, let's put our own image in. and we'll go to computer, user, share, backgrounds. Let's go to Carl Schneider and try the material Twilight Arch Linux. Let's open that one. And then we can choose select file, be in computer, user, share logos. Let's go to logos, type logos. And then you've got Cinnamon, a couple of Cinnamon ones there and a couple of Arch ones in my PCTLC one. Let's do that for this demonstration and save that. That's log out, log out, log out. And that's our login screen done. You could use a different logo there if you wanted to. Let's try Light DM again, just for demonstration purposes. Let's change the logo, select the file, and we could use an Arch Linux logo. Let's try that one. Okay, and save. Let's log out, and there's the Arch Linux logo there. So it's up to you. You could add your own logos if you wanted to, no problem. So now I have all the, should have Thunderbird in here. Yep. So I've got all the packages I need. Well, almost all the packages I need. So what we're going to do now is right click here, open in terminal. We're going to run the Flatpak. So /FLA and tab that, enter. Let's resize that. And if I make it bigger, I may have to resize it again. Oh no, it goes with it anyway, that's fine. So I've got now my Flatpak installs, Blender, Cherry Tree, Franz, Kdenlive, OBS, Zoom. All right, so let's try F for Zoom. Let's install Zoom Flatpak and go yes on that one. And it's going to run a whole heap of stuff. Now, people talk about Flatpaks taking up a lot of space. There's a lot of talk and controversy about how much space Flatpaks actually take up. On the first install, probably quite a fair bit. Installs after that, not so much. I think that's the way I see it happening. I think it's just the initial setup of Flatpak. Now, Flatpak is installed by default with the ISO, so there's no problem there. So all you have to do is run just a simple Flatpak command to install it, the name of the package. So we'll just let that run. I'll pause that. I'll come back when it's almost done. So we're almost there. Please log out for Zoom to appear in the menu. So I've found that sometimes they can be in the menu without a log out or a reboot, and sometimes they're not. So let's have a look. And Zoom's in the menu already, so that's okay. Must be a GNOME thing maybe. So there's an example of installing Flatpaks. You can uninstall, Flatpak uninstalls, Plex Media Server install, Plex Media Player Flatpak install, Plex Media Server maintenance, and Plex Media Player maintenance. So that's all the choices there, or we can just press X to exit, which is the same as eznix because he's the one who wrote this menu. It's awesome. So I've got a few other Flatpaks to install, but I probably won't because this is just a Virtualbox for demonstration purposes. And that is pretty much it. So all I would really need to do is just install, if we open in terminal again and just quickly go back to that. All I would have to do is Blender I'm not using so much now. Cherry Tree I am. Franz maybe if I need it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've done Zoom already. There only have to be another 3. Blender I will install if I need it. So I've only need 4 Flatpaks pretty much. The other ones are there just in case. So that's what I would need to do. And that's pretty much my install complete, which hasn't really taken that long. Takes longer when you're filming, obviously, just messing around a bit, but that's my PCTLC Gnome ISO installed and looking pretty good. And I have Bluetooth there, and just so you know, Bluetooth does work, so all the information that eznix give me was all good for Bluetooth, no problem at all. And you got menus here, so if you click on that menu, you can go that way or click on the menu back this way. And it's transparent, so it looks like when you hover over it, it looks like it's not something clickable, but it actually is. That's pretty cool, I must say. And that is my ISO in a nutshell. So I'm still working on these things. I want to put Gnome Display Manager in. Hopefully that little issue gets fixed, but if not, I'll just delete that file. All is good anyway. I'm pretty happy with the results there. So I might even do an XFCE one, and maybe I'll put them all up on GitHub and people can try them out and see what they think. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll stick these ISOs when I'm done and I'm happy with them. Maybe put them up on GitHub and some people could download. A couple of people expressed some interest, so I'd be interested to see how they go with running my ISO. Not that I put much work into it. It's easy to spin once all the little finer details are done. It's not that hard. It's just run the /steps.sh file and the magic all happens. So you can just walk away and have a coffee, have a beer, depending what time it is. And then it's all done. So I'm going to continue to work at this. Just thought I'd show you my progress with this bit here. It's coming along quite nicely. So that was my PCTLC Gnome ISO install, update, upgrade, and quick setup. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it interesting and informative. And thanks for watching.